Hi guys, welcome to White Shadow Spiritual Advising. My name is Bria. Today we're going to be doing some meditation tips. First, down below, I will put the info to my business pages. It's just very simply White Shadow Spiritual Advising on Facebook and Instagram. I post daily readings on there. Other fun things like meditation messages. Also, if you would like to book a reading with me, all the info you need is on there, and please message me through either my Facebook or Instagram. Down below also, if you would like to, if you feel compelled, if you really benefit from my videos and all the free content that I offer, you have the option to send me an offering, a donation, as me being a vessel for your spirit guides to reach out to you. And yeah, I think, subscribe. Like this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will answer you and get back to you in divine timing. I think that's it now. Oh, make sure you share this video. Okay, so without further ado, meditation tips. So I fully believe that meditation is absolutely essential to our progress, our evolution, and is essential to fully accessing our spiritual gifts and talents and reaching that peaceful, content, inner happiness state of mind. Our mind is a machine and we are the operators, and most people live their lives allowing their mind and even their emotions to be the operator, and we're the machine. And meditation helps you to flip that. So years ago, I had a very, very strong meditation practice and I fell off of it. And I got to a very, very high point in meditation, a very sacred point in meditation, and then I fell off, and I did notice a decline in everything. How I handled things, how much I trusted my psychic and intuition, and now I have started my practice again, and it's been a few weeks and there's already such a big difference that I feel within myself, especially mentally. I realized how much mind junk that was just circulating in my mental sphere, and now I'm just able to either, if I think it, I'm becoming aware, I have an awareness towards it and it goes away, or I'm just like, you don't even need to think about this right now, this doesn't even need to be a thought, and then it just goes away. And I think that is really powerful and essential to being successful on this planet with all the chaos and craziness that goes on. It's so easy to allow your mind to do whatever. I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible. You guys probably know I like to talk. Okay, so I think personally that the biggest misconception when it comes to meditation is that your mind has to be quiet or you're not meditating, and that is absolutely not true in a lot of ways. Quieting your mind is a process. It doesn't just happen. You have to reach a point to get there, and yes, you do reach, once that happens, you do reach another level of meditation. However, you have to get there. So the key to quieting your mind and the access to quieting your mind is through breath work and body relaxation. So when I meditate, I like to lay down. I don't understand the whole sitting up in a pretzel thing. Like, I'm like, my back hurts, my posture is just like, I'm like this, and then I'm like this, and I'm like trying to, no, I like to lay down, and I encourage everyone to lay down. I like to meditate just in my bed. That's where I feel most comfortable and most just like able to meditate. Nature, yes. However, I like to be in my bed. So a lot of people ask, is it okay to fall asleep during meditation? Yes, that is okay. And that will happen in the beginning a lot. Eventually you have to like train your mind and your body to like not fall asleep. Once you're in it, you understand that more. However, for people that have never meditated before, do it before going to sleep, you know, like put the meditation music on. I use Pandora, ambient radio. I like those type of sounds. However, you can do whatever sounds you want, and there's plenty of like different hertz videos you can look up on YouTube. There's apps. There's that, was it Calm app, whatever. Put on whatever you feel gets you in that space, and meditate into your sleep. And that is it's a good way to start. So what I do is if I, you know, am not meditating into my sleep for the night, or like a nap or whatever, I set an alarm on my phone, you know, just because once you're in it, I mean, sleep is kind of like meditation in a way, but it's obviously not actual meditation. So I set an alarm on my phone, and I put my music on, and I lay flat, and I imagine my body sinking into the bed. And as I'm doing that, I'm breathing. So I like to do breathe in for 5, hold for 5, breathe out for 5, hold for 5. Now you can do other things if you want to do 7, or, you know, 4. I don't. It needs to be whatever you feel most comfortable with, but make sure it's just like long enough. Some people like to do hold for 5, go out for 7, hold for 8, or whatever. I like to keep it the same number, and it is important that you keep with that rhythm, because that's how you like control your body relaxation. That's how you control your breath. And I'll keep doing that until my body says, okay, you don't have to do this anymore. And that right there is a huge way of learning to be more in tune with your body. So that is the path to quieting the mind. And so you're laying down, imagine your body sinking into your bed, you're doing your breath work, and just every time you breathe out, try to like push your body to relax more, and you'll find certain areas are harder for you to relax. For me, it's my shoulders and my jaw. The jaw is a tricky one. It's like you have to figure out that right angle where it's like, you know, and it can feel a little weird, because a lot of us walk around with, you know, holding our jaws closed, or where our jaws are always being controlled by our muscles. So when you're meditating, it's hard to let that go. So again, for me, my shoulders and my upper back area are hard for me to relax, and that's even a sign within itself, you know. Maybe you'll find it hard for your knees to relax, or your feet, and it's like, ask yourself why. You know, what energy is within that area that's making it a little difficult for you to relax that body part. You know, for me, like with my jaw, I'm a big talker, I communicate a lot, so maybe that's why. Or with my shoulders, you know, taking on a lot of responsibility, taking on a lot of weight that maybe I shouldn't be. So then you can, you know, ask yourself that. So as your body is sinking into the bed, your mind is just going to go. And don't be judgmental, and don't try to don't try to control your thoughts. Just allow them to go. And when you're in that space, you're going to be pushed to be an observer to your thoughts, and you're going to do it naturally. It may take a few times. However, it's your body and your spirit and your mind and your chakras are going to align, and naturally you're going to allow your thoughts to pass by like clouds, you know, and you're not going to hold on to them. And then if you catch yourself holding on to them, you can say, let it go, you know. Imagine your thoughts going into the water and washing away. Imagine them being clouds and passing by. A wind comes and blows them out of your sphere. And that's where you get to really work on that mindset. And I think that is the first stage of meditation, is learning how to be the operator of your brain, which is a machine. They say that we have a certain percentage of our brain that's unlocked, and I fully believe that people who meditate, you know, if you think about like these Buddhist monks and the amazing like energy and even abilities they have, I think fully believe that if you get into a meditation practice, you unlock other percentages or aspects of your brain compared to someone who doesn't meditate. They're just going to stay at that even keel. Well, you starting that meditation practice, you're going to elevate and understand your brain in bigger ways, and be able to access other parts of your mind. Meditation is a huge healing thing. One of the recent times I meditated, I fully released things from my childhood, that pain I caused other people, and the pain other people caused me, and I had a vision of the Akashic records, and they were pretty much like, this is over now. So now when I get into that state of overthinking and those old trauma experiences come back, I can release them and say, I don't need to think about this anymore. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. It's okay for it to be gone. And I think that is the first stage of meditation, is things like this, the working on the mind and the traumas. Once you get past that is when you get into that really magical state. Your breath is a psychedelic, and the highest point I got in meditation is I literally was barely breathing, and I couldn't get past it because it would trip me out. Like, I would be so out there and so relaxed that my breath was so minimal that I didn't need to breathe so much, and I would freak out. I would like get in my head and I'd be like, okay, breath. I would like have like a remembrance of breath, and I'd be like, holy shit, I'm not breathing, and I would like shoot back into my body. And so now I'm working to get back to that point and get to a point where I can pass that level. But this is the process to all of that. I write down my own meditation messages every day, or every time I meditate. And then I will post like a quote from them on my Instagram page, which they're really awesome. And they've been, seems like people are enjoying it, and I enjoy it. And meditation, so there's a difference between meditative practices and meditation. So for me, like working out and stretching are meditative practices for me. However, you can't just do that. Like, if you really wanted to access your fullest potential, there's a huge difference between working out and going for a walk compared to sitting down with yourself, with your energy, with your uncomfortableness, with your inner demons, your higher self, your high being, all of it, everything that you encompass, you're sitting down with it or laying down with it and confronting it and embracing it. And there is extreme power in that, and extreme healing potential and advancement potential. They talk about going into an avatar state, the 4D, 5D, earthly ascension. Well, hard truth, newsflash, you need to fucking meditate to really get there. And, excuse my language, oh Lord, you just do. And I feel like I know this for a fact because I did have a very strong meditative practice, and then I didn't. And now I'm starting it again, and I'm seeing that. And that is something that can be a hard truth for people, is that you are not going to reach your fullest potential if you're not meditating, because that's how powerful meditation is. It makes you relate to life and people and situations differently. It makes you handle things differently. It makes you operate differently. It's like you learn how to become almost like the puppet master for yourself. You access that higher power and that higher self, and that's what you are living more from. Instead of just being this vessel, this meat suit, you are more so a spirit and a being that is, you access, they say like, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Well, you get to access that a lot more when you meditate. So, some tips. Don't be judgmental of your meditation process. It might take some time for you to get to that point of being an observer to your thoughts, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Something that I learned very recently, the other day when I was meditating, a lot of times we see meditation as a projection of our spirit, and that is not entirely true. So what was happening was I was meditating and I was like trying to push my energy, my spirit, like out of my body, and I was like, what, wait. Like, I was like, what are you doing? Like, girl, maybe you need to anchor your spirit in this vessel. Maybe you need to anchor your energy into your body. So with meditation, it's not only a projection, sometimes it's an anchoring into this realm, into this reality, into this experience that we're having. And honestly, that can sometimes be more powerful than projecting your spirit, because at the end of the day, we're still in this reality. We're still in this realm, right? The projection more so comes from, I personally think, and the way I perceive it is, the idea of the projection of the spirit is almost like a rejuvenation, you know, the energy of remembrance. That's where you go to access higher spiritual points, like accessing more so your higher self, going to other realms, you know. Astral traveling is, that's what that is going to these random places within your mind, and all of a sudden, you know, you're having the ocean pull out negative energy from you. And then when you're anchoring, it feels like something is pushing your spirit down, and it's like, you need to ground. You need to not go outward. You need to go more inward and pull yourself down. So that was really interesting, because I was like, am I even meditating? And I just like heard this voice like, seriously? What do you mean? Are you even meditating? So don't be judgmental about your process. You know, again, laying down, pulling, imagining your body sinking into whatever it is you're laying on and feeling it. Sometimes when I meditate, when I feel that anchoring energy, I'll wiggle different parts of my body, and I'm like, those are my fingers, those are my toes, those are my knees, that's my tummy. And like, that is also really powerful, because that's a big way to help heal anxiety, overthinking. It is feeling your body, and I'm here, this is real. What else? There's going to be a point within your meditation. This is how you know that you're getting to a new level. Your fingers in your hands, they'll either feel like they're floating or they'll go numb. And that is usually like the first step to like that next level, is that feeling of you don't know where it's like you don't know where your hands begin and end. It's a really interesting feeling, and I do think that, I'm pretty sure that is like universal for everyone, is that your hands will start to like, they feel like they're levitating, or you just can't feel them. And that is you starting to project your spirit outward, starting to expand that aura. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can think of anything else. I feel like that's it. There's so much to learn when it comes to meditation. There's so many different things that you can experience. However, I really just want to give you guys the beginning stages and what that is like. What it feels like to begin a meditative practice. And my biggest thing for all of you would just be, don't be judgmental and breathe. Breathing is the access point. I'm telling you, like, even if you move your body a little, if you keep that breath work and that pattern, it is a psychedelic experience. And I truly believe, you know, that breath work, you can access things that people experience through like shrooms or LSD through breath work. And I've definitely have had psychedelic experiences through breath work. So that's what I do when I meditate. That is my advice to you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please just let me know. Let me know how this goes for you. Laying down, seeping into what you're laying on, the pattern of the breath work, and allow the messages to flow. Allow the thoughts to flow. And that is the beginning step. The first stages of getting into really intense meditation, where it's like you are out. Like you're just like not even here anymore. And maybe I'll do a part 2 where I talk about that even more. However, I'm just beginning, you know, my daily meditative practice. So even for myself, I'm, you know, still at the beginning of it all. However, I have experienced before the really intense high up meditation, and it really is amazing. It's life-changing, and I strongly encourage all of you to try this out and take these tips and apply them to your daily practice. Even if it's just 10 minutes, you know, it's worth it. I always say beginning something is the hardest part. Getting yourself to get going is always the hardest part. So good luck to you all. I hope you guys have a great day, and many blessings to you.